As someone who has practiced meditation for years and studied Buddhist teachings, I've spent decades contemplating the mind, the brain, and what happens when we sleep. In Buddhism, the mind is not confined to the body. It is vast, limitless, and interwoven with the fabric of everything. Modern neuroscience, too, is slowly uncovering the mysteries of consciousness during sleep. Today, I want to walk you through what both ancient wisdom and modern science say about where your consciousness goes when you sleep. We'll also explore how dreams connect to spiritual insight, reincarnation, and even alternate dimensions. Have you ever woken up from a dream that felt more real than your everyday life? What if I told you that your nightly dreams may be more than just noise in your mind? What if, when you close your eyes, you're not just resting, but actually traveling, learning, and preparing for something greater? Stay with me until the end of this video, because what I'm about to share could change how you view not only your dreams, but your entire existence. Science has shown that during REM sleep, the brain becomes highly active, sometimes more so than when we're awake. In Buddhism, this makes perfect sense. The mind isn't a machine that turns off. It is a continuous stream. Dreams are like eddies in that stream, taking shape according to our karma, desires, and attachments. When you dream, it's not random. You're stepping into what some Buddhist texts call the intermediate states, the Bardo realms. These aren't fantasies, but subtle realities that the mind experiences without being tethered to the senses. Research suggests that the brain releases small amounts of DMT during REM sleep. DMT is a powerful psychedelic compound that induces visions often described as deeply spiritual or even cosmic. This is where science and spirituality intersect. In Tibetan meditation, advanced practitioners deliberately enter altered states, similar to dream states, to explore their inner worlds. The similarities between DMT experiences and yogic visions suggest these aren't just hallucinations, but gateways into deeper layers of consciousness. I trained with many years ago once told me about a recurring dream he had for years, of a shining temple on a mountaintop, where he was always a novice under the guidance of a specific teacher. Years later, while traveling in Nepal, he came across that very temple, brick for brick, face for face. The teacher had been dead for a century. How could this be? Were his dreams memories of a past life, or glimpses into parallel dimensions, as some scientists suggest? To dreaming, we become aware of ourselves within the dream. This mirrors the central goal of Buddhist meditation, mindfulness, or conscious awareness in every state. Lucid dreaming allows us to train the mind, confront fears, and even practice compassion. Buddhist monks sometimes practice dream yoga, a discipline that helps them stay conscious during the dream state to continue their path to awakening, even while sleeping. Dreams, time, and space bend. You might live an entire lifetime in a 10-minute nap. This challenges our conventional understanding of reality, but it perfectly aligns with Buddhist concepts. Time is an illusion. Space is not absolute. During meditation retreats, advanced practitioners often report similar experiences. Time dissolves, and they exist in a timeless awareness. What we consider reality is just one layer of many. Buddha taught that our minds are filled with veils, obscurations caused by attachment and ignorance. Forgetting dreams may be one of those veils. Science tells us that the hippocampus, the brain's memory center, works differently during sleep. But spiritually, forgetting dreams may protect the ego from truths it's not ready to process. Sometimes, forgetting is an act of mercy. Still, some dreams linger for years. They carry messages, warnings, or blessings. I believe these are not just dreams, but teachings. Buddhist philosophy, death is not an end, but a transformation. Dying in a dream is a symbolic release of a version of yourself. Many people report waking up with a sense of renewal or clarity. This aligns with the Bardo teachings. The journey after death is not so different from a dream. I once knew a practitioner who dreamed he died to be reborn as a child surrounded by light. He woke up crying, and from that day, he lost his fear of death. Where does your consciousness go when you sleep? Perhaps it doesn't go anywhere. Perhaps it returns to its original state, unburdened by the senses. In Buddhism, the goal is to wake up, not just from sleep, but from illusion. Each night we are given a doorway. Will you step through unconsciously, or will you learn to walk through that doorway with awareness? Remember, the dream is not separate from reality. It is a mirror. To awaken, we must first learn how to sleep with wisdom. If this teaching resonates with you, please like, share, and subscribe to Awaken Light. Let me know in the comments, have your dreams ever shown you something beyond this world? If you stayed until the end, comment below with "I walk the path" to let me know you're part of this journey. Until next time, stay mindful, stay curious, and may you awaken in every realm.